Okay, there it is. Can we see it? Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. Jesus Christ. Imagine waking up every single day, ready to go, and exhausted before your day. Your alarm goes off while it's still dark outside, and instead of feeling rested, you feel drained before you even leave your bed. Then you have to sit through classes, try to focus on assignments, take tests, and participate in activities, all while struggling to stay awake. For many students, this is not just an occasional problem, it's their everyday reality. School starting too early is a major issue, and changing start times to later in the morning would significantly improve students' lives. This matters because every student in this room is affected by sleep, focus, and overall well-being. As a student, I have personally experienced how difficult it is to function on little sleep, and how it affects performance in school. I know many of you have probably felt the same way. So to begin, I will explain how later school start times improve student health, increase academic performance, and enhance safety. So, let's look at how school start times affect student health. Teenagers naturally have later sleep cycles, which makes it difficult for them to fall asleep early at night. Scientists have found that during adolescence, the body's internal clock shifts. This means teenagers naturally become tired later in the evening compared to younger children or adults. Even when students try to go to bed earlier, many simply cannot fall asleep because their bodies are not ready yet. However, despite this biological reality, many schools have still began extremely early in the morning. Some students wake up before 6 a.m. just to get ready and travel to school on time. When students are forced to wake up so early, they often do not get the amount of sleep their bodies actually need. According to the CDC and prevention, most middle and high school students do not get enough sleep. This lack of sleep can seriously affect both physical and mental health. Sleep deprivation has been linked to depression, anxiety, mood swings, and weakened immune systems, and increased stress levels. Students who are constantly tired may become irritable, overwhelmed, and emotionally drained. Physical health is also impacted. Sleep plays a major role in the body's mission to recover, repair, and stay healthy. Without enough sleep, students are more likely to get sick, feel fatigued, and experience long-term health problems. Lack of sleep can also increase the risk of obesity, high blood pressure, and diabetes later in life. Mental health is another major concern. Teenagers today already deal with a large amount of stress from schoolwork and extracurricular activities, jobs, sports, and social pressures. When students are sleep deprived, it becomes even harder to manage emotions and stress. Many students feel burned out, anxious, or unmotivated simply because they're not getting enough rest. In addition to health, sleep also affects energy levels and motivation throughout the day. Students who are tired and less likely to participate in class discussions, interact positively with others, or stay engaged during lessons. Instead of being excited to learn, many students are simply trying to make it through the day without falling asleep. Clearly, later start times would help to improve students by allowing teenagers to get the sleep their body actually needs. In addition to improving health, getting enough sleep can improve how students perform academically. Students who are well rested are more focused and alert in class. Think about how difficult it is to pay attention when you are exhausted. Even simple tasks can feel challenging when your brain is tired. Students who do not get enough sleep often struggle with concentration, memory, and problem-solving abilities. On the other hand, students who get enough sleep are more prepared to learn. They are focused during lectures, retain information more efficiently, and complete assignments with greater accuracy. Sleep directly affects how the brain processes and stores information. Without enough sleep, learning becomes much harder. Research has shown that later school start times lead to better grades and improved test scores. When students are rested, they are more mentally prepared to succeed academically. They are also less likely to miss school because of exhaustion or illness. The American Academy of Pediatrics states, later times are associated with improved attendance and academic outcomes. This means students are not only performing better in class, they are also more likely to show up at school. Better attendance naturally leads to stronger academic performances over time. Teenage teachers also benefit when students are awake and engaged. A classroom full of exhausted students creates a difficult learning environment. Teachers may have to repeat information multiple times or struggle to keep students focused. However, students who are alert are more likely to participate, ask questions, and contribute to class. Another important point is testing performance. Many major exams are scheduled early in the morning, which can disadvantage students who are still tired. A student's performance on tests should reflect their knowledge and preparation, not how exhausted they are after 8 a.m. Later school start times would give students a better opportunity to perform their full potential. Extracurricular activities would also improve. Students improve in sports, clubs, and part-time jobs, often staying busy late into the evening. By the time they finish homework and responsibilities, they may only get a few hours of sleep before waking up early. Later start times can help students balance academics and activities more efficiently without sacrificing their health. Students are also more likely to retain information when they are rested. Sleeping is essential for memory and learning. During sleep, the brain organizes and stores information learned throughout the day. Without proper sleep, students may study hard but still struggle to remember material later. It is clear that later school start times could lead to a stronger academic performance and create a more productive learning environment for students and teachers alike. Not only do later start times help with health and grades, but they also improve safety. Sleep-deprived students are more likely to be involved in accidents. Lack of sleep slows reaction time, reduces awareness, and affects decision. Driving while exhausted can be just as dangerous as driving distracted. This is especially, I just keep stuttering, concerning for teenagers who are new drivers. Many high school students drive themselves to school early in the morning while half asleep. Drowsy driving has become a major risk for teenage drivers and increases the chance of car accidents. I'm not done.
That's rough. Continue.
Safety concerns go beyond driving. Students who are sleep deprived may make poor decisions throughout the day because exhaustion affects judgment and self-control. Tired students are more likely to take risks, make mistakes, or struggle in stressful situations. Athletes are also affected by lack of sleep. Students participate in sports need proper rest for recovery, coordination, and performance. Exhausted athletes are more likely to suffer injuries because fatigue slows reaction times and reduces focus. Later school start times could help student athletes stay healthier and safer. Another issue is emotional safety. Sleep deprivation can increase stress, frustration, and emotional instability. Students who are constantly tired may have a harder time managing conflicts, controlling emotions, or maintaining healthy relationships. More sleep can improve mood, emotion regulation, and help students feel more balanced overall. Some people argue that starting school later would interfere with after-school activities, jobs, or transportation schedules. While those concerns are understandable, many schools that have adopted later start times have successfully adjusted schedules without major issues. The benefits of healthier, safer, and more successful students outweigh the challenges of changing schedules. At the end of the day, schools are supposed to create environments where students can learn, grow, and succeed. If students are exhausted every morning, schools are not setting them up for success. something as simple as changing the start time could have a major positive impact on students' lives. School should start later because it improves student health, academic performance, and safety. Getting enough sleep is essential, and changing school start times should be a simple way to make a big difference. Students and parents should speak up and encourage schools to adopt later start times to create a healthier, more successful learning environment. A small change in morning can lead to a big change in student lives.
It was rough, but we got there.
Hey, you got it. That's all that matters.